else. All right. So, hi, good evening, Kim. Welcome to our class, LMS BIPAK, I mean IELTS class. So, before we proceed to the meeting, can I ask, how are you today?
Today I feel pretty good.
All right. That sounds interesting. Can you tell me what's the weather like right now in your country?
Um, I think it's okay. A little bit hot and a little bit cold.
Oh, I see. Hot. Also, it's warm.
Yes,
Okay.
one.
So, how about the weather? Is it rainy, windy?
It's have cloud. It's cloudy, but it's still hot.
Oh, yeah. So if I'm not mistaken, right now, Vietnam is spring season. Am I correct? Is it spring season in Vietnam right now?
Yes, and
Uh,
no, teacher, no. It's summer. It's summer, teacher.
oh, summer. Oh, so we're the same in Philippines. But the sad thing, remember when I told you that the problem in my country is we are prone with typhoon because we are very
Yeah.
close with different big oceans or sea, right? So the thing is right now the weather is rainy, and then in the morning it's extremely hot, so I'm scared to get sick again because that's what happened to me last time.
Yeah.
I don't even go out, but the problem is the temperature. So the problem is I lose my voice because of the temperature. Okay. So anyway, so going back to the topic, I have here an interesting topic which I think very popular when we talk about this topic, especially at your age, all right? So I want to hear some interesting ideas from a teenager like you. So
Yeah.
how about with this one? My first question is, do you have a lot of friends?
Um, I'm I think I don't know because, but I think it's okay. It's a little bit
All
more.
right. So you could
Uh,
consider yourself that you are friendly because it's quite a
yes.
lot. All right. Okay. So what are most of your friends like?
Can you repeat?
What are most of your
Uh,
friends like?
they're friendly and it's like sometimes they're very hardworking. Uh, do a lot of homework or something like that.
All right. So you're telling me how about the age and the gender? Are they mix of males and females or only girls, only boys? What can you say about your friends?
I think it's both girl
Both.
and yes.
All right. So are your friends the same with your age, like they are teenagers as well?
Oh, sorry, teacher.
Mm.
Can you repeat?
What can you say about your set of friends? Are they all teenagers or there are younger than you, older than
Uh,
you? Mm.
uh, I think just at my age and older than me.
Ah, all right. So because I ask you about it because like for example, when I was studying, um I want to be friends more with boys. All right? Because I think the boys has less drama compared to girls. I have a set of friends that are girls too, but I observe that they are very sensitive with one another. They are telling something behind someone's back. I don't like those kind of things. And I observed that it's very common among girls. So that is why I have a lot of set of friends. I also have a lot of sets of friends in different age. Like I have younger than me, the same age with me. And guess what? It is good to have a lot of friends that is older than you, okay? Especially women, all right? Because you can learn a lot from them, all right? Especially you're a young lady, so they will share experience to you that, of course, that will serve as your guideline not to be like them, you know. So it's good, it's a good thing to have a lot of friends like that. How about this? Do you have a childhood friend?
Do you what teacher?
Do you have a childhood friend? It's like you are friends
Yes,
with, oh, all right.
yes.
Is it a boy or a girl?
Both, also both.
Both, all right. So
Yes.
so you're telling me it's not a friend but friends.
Yes,
All
not
right. How
friend.
how many
Yes.
how many people are we referring into?
How many?
Mm-hmm.
My child friend
Yes.
is about two.
Ah, there two, to one boy, one girl. So can you tell me a
Yes.
story about it? So how and what age? Because you know, having a childhood friend, it's fun because there is a backstory about it. How do you became friends? All right. So how
Uh,
many years you are friends with them?
my I have about the boy. I met him when I was I don't know when, just when I know I'm a person that I know him, and and we play together, like his house next to my house.
Ah, you are
And
neighbors. Okay.
yes, neighbor, and a girl, I see also my neighbor, but she moved to like another place.
Ah,
Another
are
place.
you still connected with that friend?
Yes, in that place is near, just
Okay. So you're still in touch. So you're telling me this childhood friend, you are good friends with them until now.
yes, we
Oh, that's a good thing.
go
All
to
right.
school together and study together sometime.
Oh wow. So they are really good friends because they are leading you into a good path. All right, good. So that's a good thing that you have those set of friends. Because
Yeah.
for example, like your age, teenager, that is the trickiest part. That is the part that everyone is sensitive. You feel that no one loves you, no one believes in you, you know. So that's why you need to be smart enough to follow who your friends are because it will reflect on your attitude as well. So, who do you hang out with? So, it will reflect on your lifestyle. All right. So, now, how about this? Since I already said the word hangout, so when we talk about this kind of phrases, there are four popular words that you might use when we talk about this topic. The first one is hangout. All right. So in here, usually when we talk about hangout, it is a favorite place where a group of people spend time or socialize with. Cham. Cham is like a close friend, your bestie. Cham, your buddy, right? So confident. A confidant is a trusted friend you can talk to about personal and private matters. It's like a confidant. It's something that you share everything, your family problems, your school problems, personal problems, all right? Because you know, I know that you know this feeling. We have those friends that we are really close, but when we talk about the family matters, we don't share to those people, right? But there
Yes.
are kind or set of friends that we share everything. Like, my God, I'm so upset right now. Do you know my sister and I got a fight right now? We have those kind of friends. Okay. So a confidant that is also in modern era, they call this like your run person. It's like whenever you want to say your bad feelings or all your uncomfortable feelings, so they are the one that you call, the first one to call, the first one that you ask for advice. So those are your confidant. Okay. So next one is this one. Though it might sound negative, but actually when you say partner in crime, because crime connotates negative, right? But when you say
Yes.
partner in crime, it is someone you work closely to achieve something. Of course, that something depends, remember, on your mindset. If it's a good thing, like what you are doing with your childhood friend, you said you're studying together, right? So it will lead into a good outcome to achieve good grades at school. All right. So
Yeah.
sometimes this also lead into negative meaning. It's because of, as what I've said, um because of the mindset. Because what can you say about the teenagers in Vietnam? I'm just curious, because what I observe with teenagers in my country right now, they are drinking at early age. They
Drinking,
are have
drinking.
drinking alcohol, liquors.
Yes,
Okay, having serious relationship at early age. Not
yes,
early age, I mean the teenagers, okay? Don't get me wrong. So I'm referring to the teenagers in here. And sadly, according to study, we also, especially right now, since pandemic happened, so there are a lot of early pregnancy. All right. So early teenage pregnancy. All right. So with this one, in here, so I don't want you to have that idea that, teacher, you're telling me all the Filipino teenagers are wild. No. Sometimes the teenagers in my country are victims. All right. Sadly, sometimes they are rape victims.
yes.
And the sad truth, sometimes it's from a family member, a father, a cousin, uncle, right? So these are the top three: drinking and smoking, cigarette and vape. Are you familiar with vape? It's
But
like,
yeah,
yeah, the electric device. Yeah, so here. So drinking and smoking, all right, having serious relationship and early teenage pregnancy. These are the negative, all right, the negative things that I observe. But for every negative, there's also positive. All right. What I observe also in some other teenagers, they have business mindset. At the early age, they are doing online businesses, right? They are selling online. All right. Um, the other one is financial goals. I think a lot of people a lot of teenagers too, they are having insurance at the early age. And of course, the other positive thing that I've observed is creativity. All right. So it could be in blogging, arts, cooking. All right. So in many aspects. Okay. So how about you? Before we continue some of the topics that we have, can you tell me what are the top three things that you observe in teenagers in your country? A good thing and a bad thing.
um, about bad thing, I think firstly is they make up too much.
Ah, all right.
Yes, it's not really good for skin. And another, and the second is they were close a bit. It's like it's so a lot of our skin.
Ah, okay. I get what you mean. So wearing
See,
sexy
see.
yeah. Sexy or revealing. You call that revealing. Oh, she's very revealing. Revealing.
Yes.
Yeah, okay. I agree with that one.
Um, and it's like too close with boy. Or I mean, close with boy is okay, but too close like. kiss or let them touch something. Yes, that,
All right. So we could say that with this one being a touch to boys. All right, being attached to boys. So these are you're telling me these are the things that you find commonly for the teenage girls, right? So
yes.
how about the boys? Or
About
you
boys.
you don't notice because boys have sometimes all the boys doesn't care what's happening on earth. All right.
Oh, yes, about boy. They like playing game too much is like addicted.
Okay, yeah. All right. Agree. Addicted to games or online games.
Yes, online game. And sometimes they chat girl.
Okay.
Yes.
All right. So, chatting with
Chat is like lying.
you mean what do you mean by chatting?
Chatting is like texting.
Yes, chatting like using social media.
No, but I mean cheating or
Cheating. All right.
lying girl is like just a um mm, yes, chat.
All right. Uh, because of social media.
Yes.
All right. What else? You're giving me interesting idea. This is what I love about you. You're not copying my idea. You have your own. Mm.
Um they um
I have another one. I don't
smoking.
smoking. All right.
Yes.
All right. So I have another one to say. I don't know if it's common with she means trap. Yeah, okay. All right. So what we have like for example with one common example that I observe, all right. I don't know if there's a trend, the same thing in your country, but this is the sad thing that
What?
everyone, almost the teenagers, because of social media, the influence of Facebook, TikTok, all right, everyone is suffering with depression. It seems like when they are doing something at school, they feel like it's a torture to them. But if I'm, because different age, different era, different technology, right? But what I observe with teenagers right now, they are scared whenever they are something that makes them feel challenged. I don't know. Is it common in your country also or only in Philippines? Because I observe that what's happening to teenagers in the Philippines, whenever they get upset, the first thing that they do is sadly sometimes they are committing suicide. When they are having family problems, like that, or they are being bullied at school, so they stay silent, all right? So they got depressed and then they are doing some inappropriate things. And another thing is they are labeling themselves that they are having anxiety, they are depressed. But sometimes if you are looking into it, sometimes they are overreacting for some of the activities at school. They might put pressure allow with it, they are scared to be challenged. It feels like a torture to them. But when I was studying that time, it's a challenge for me But right now, I think the confidence of teenagers are losing. That's what I observe. How about in your country? I'm just curious
Uh, about what, teacher?
about the issue of depression
Depression is
and this one. It's like also like having anxiety, could be at school, relationship,
about
about
I
anything. I think it because of the it's because of, as what I've said, of social media. It seems like, for example, I watch your video. Oh, I can relate to Kim. I think I'm like that too. They are very gullible. You know what's a gullible?
no.
A gullible person, it's like a person that you easily believe on something without confirming if it's real or not. You're gullible.
Oh, okay, teacher.
All right. That's a thing. Like for example, I think that's also a disadvantage of bloggers, the people who are doing blog. Sometimes they are really influenced, the teenagers, so that's the thing. And quite scary at the same time. So for you, you're telling me this is not common in your country. These are just the top things that you observe.
Yes, actually, it's also happy person.
Yeah. Okay. I think, I mean, correct me, all right, correct me in my idea, because we have different situations in life. Maybe a factor is the pandemic. We can't go out for almost 2 years, right? We are locked at home. We have stress in online, right? Internet, the gadget. So yeah, maybe somehow. All right.
Yeah.
So yeah, so those are the things. So how about with this one? How do you measure true friendship? What is
Your
your
friend.
yeah, what's your definition? Because having a friend is easy, but having a real friend or a true friend, that's on a different level already. Not everyone is your friend,
I
sadly.
think
Mm.
true friendship. One is like when we have something bad, they not say that, that's okay, you can do it. Mm, I think they have to say that, don't do that. It's
Uh,
just honest,
Honesty. All right.
honest.
Honesty or being transparent. Okay, you could say being transparent.
It,
It's like you are correcting one another, right? So you don't filter.
yes,
You don't filter the words. All right. Yeah. Okay, good.
even when their friend don't like it, don't like their answer.
Yeah. So sometimes it might hurt them, right? So as long as you're being honest, yeah, yeah, that's a good quality. Because sometimes there are people that they love you when you are in front of them, but when you are not there, you are the topic, right? So yeah, so there will be a lot of drama for friendship because you're a teenager. So you'll be earning a lot of friends and you'll be losing a lot of friends too. So it's okay. That's part of life. All right. So anyway, so moving into in here, what other vocabularies that you can somehow use when we talk about friendship or friends? So this is my favorite IELTS teacher. He is Keith. All right. So because Keith is having always a very light conversation, it's easy to understand or to comprehend. So in here, so he said in here that another way to develop your vocabulary is to be aware of different words that use the same suffix. All right. So when we say suffix, those are the words that we add to the end of the word. All right, like this: friendship. So ship is our suffix, right? So when we talk about friend, all right, so friendship, so here are some common suffixes, all right? Ship, able, et, age, meant, right? So in here, so take a look at this one. The first one is, can you read it for me? It says companionship.
Companionship,
Yes. All right.
sportsmanship, workmanship, listenership, readership, leadership, hardship.
All right. So, by the way, Keith is British because this two right here, this is not very common in American English. All right. That's why the people listening are at the audience, the people reading the audience. But in here, so you might see this also words that you can relate. So, sportsmanship, yeah, being a fair and generous sports player, good quality of work, workmanship, or leadership. You're familiar with this, and hardship referring into difficult times. So, according to him, all right, so for a friend, we could also say, like, this is more informal way. All right, a pal, we can call them a pal. American English, we call that buddy, a buddy. But in UK, they call that mate. All right. In Philippines, I think I mean the colloquial in here is like a buddy, the same. All right, buddy, bestie. All right, so those are the common ones. So we have this what's so called an acquaintance. Are you familiar with this? An acquaintance.
No, I don't know.
All right, so an acquaintance is, so this is the meaning. Please read.
Someone you know, but not really close enough to be your friend.
Yeah, it's like you know that person, you are comfortable to that person, but it's okay. You don't have very strong feeling. We are friends, but not in a higher level. You call them acquaintance. Commonly, it is common for classmates, right?
Yeah.
Acquaintance, all right. So in here we have collocations. So best friend, bosom friend, close friend,
Um,
long-standing friend. Okay, you could say that. So I like to make many friends. You are not going to win any friend saying things like that. So in here, to win a friend is more about making a strategic friend, meaning getting to know someone who can help you in life. All right. The thing that you're doing, like stepping into being honest. So yeah. So you can win any friend, meaning you are leading them in a good way. All right. So that is the meaning of that. When this one, I have a close circle of friends. When you say circle, how can you imagine that? Like that. So meaning your
oh,
close friends, right? So that's it. So next one in here is he suggested that when we talk about our friends, we could also describe them, right? So like this, if you want to say when and how you met, so these are the phrases that he suggested. So we go back a long way or a long time. We've known each other for ages. All right. From that phrase, meaning for a very long time. So we first bump into each other, all right, at college, at work, on holiday. Bump in here, it is a metaphor, or in here, so it is to bump into. It's like to meet by chance, all right, to meet by chance, to bump into, all right. So I have here a listening practice. So this is a guideline. All you have to do is to fill out with correct information. Actually, this is Kit. Kit is quite old. All right. So what you're going to do is you're going to listen in here and you're going to, all right, you're going to check out what are the missing words. Okay. Only 10 words. All right. So you follow the guideline and you follow the pattern. Okay. With this one, let's begin.
Yo, check it out. It's Stan the man. Friendship, right? I think friends are really important. Maybe not as important as family, right? I mean, you know what they say, right? Blood is thicker than water, right? But I really value my friends. These are people who will go through thick and thin, thick
Teacher,
and
can you
thin.
replay,
I'm from
please?
London, all right? Thick and thin. People.
Sorry.
Can you replay?
All right. Okay.
I forgot to hear.
Okay. You follow this one, okay?
Friendship, right? I think friends are really important. Maybe not as important as family, right? I mean, you know what they say, right? Blood is thicker than water, right? But I really value my friends. These are people who will go through thick and thin, thick and thin. I'm from London, all right? Thick and thin. People who will go through thick and thin with you and always stay beside you no matter what. Now, I probably only have a handful of friends, right, who I can really count on. Yeah, people who will show up when the chips are down. I've got one mate, Charlie, who I've known since college days, and we get on like a house on fire. I mean, we've got so much in common, right? Music, sport, taste in films, you name it. I first met him at a concert, right? And we just hit it off. Later on, he got married, of course, moved down to Brighton. Life moves on, what can you do? But even so, every once in a while, we like to meet up, go down the local pub, and talk about old times. Chew the cud, so to speak. Yeah, great. Friendship. What more can I say?
All right. So what are the words that you catch up? Were you able to catch 1 to 10?
No, teacher. Can
No.
you
Oh, all right.
repeat one more
Okay.
time?
So with this one, we're going to repeat one more time. And
Yes.
after with that, we are going to check this for next meeting, and you're going to follow this pattern as well to
Yes.
prepare something about your close friend. You can follow the guideline, but of course you need to edit some of the information. Okay, so you just follow in here. All right, one more time.
Yo, check it out. It's Stan the man. Friendship, right? I think friends are really important. Maybe not as important as family, right? I mean, you know what they say, right? Blood is thicker than water, right? But I really value my friends. These are people who will go through thick and thin, thick and thin. I'm from London, all right? Thick and thin. People who will go through thick and thin with you and always stay beside you no matter what. Now, I probably only have a handful of friends, right, who I can really count on. Yeah, people who will show up when the chips are down. I've got one mate, Charlie, who I've known since college days, and we get on like a house on fire. I mean, we've got so much in common, right? Music, sport, taste in films, you name it. I first met him at a concert, right? And we just hit it off. Later on, he got married, of course, moved down to Brighton. Life moves on, what can you do? But even so, every once in a while, we like to meet up, go down the local pub, and talk about old times. Chew the cud, so to speak. Yeah, great. Friendship. What more can I say?
All right, so that's it for that one. So sadly, we cannot extend for a lot because I have my next class already. So again, for the remaining or the 10 minutes that we locking, we are going to add it up on Monday. So in here, so I'll be sending you this video clip. All right. So you can answer
Yes.
it also. All right. With this one, we are going to talk about some of the common idioms, all right, that we use when we talk about friends. And after this one, what we're going to talk about next is topic about social media. All right. So anyway, so thank you for joining our class for this evening. All right. So that will be all for this evening, Tambiet, and see you on Monday. Goodbye, Kim. Have a good night.
Goodbye, teacher.
See you again.